Hello YouTube, this is DİLARA and I am a researcher. Today I would like to talk to you about polar bears and North Pole and polar bears not living on the North Pole anymore. Okay, let's start. First, let's see some cute polar bears which used to live in the North Pole. Now they are living close to North Pole. Look, they are really very cute. I think they are very calming in these hot days in the place where I live at least. Okay, and let's first look where is the North Pole. I remember North Pole being a continent which is just covered with ice in the older days and was just like showing in this picture, and in some flat map of the globe model Earth maps you find this giant North Pole mass lands. It's, for example, from a educational website, from a government's official website, and here you also see a large North Pole landmass. And I thought there was a danger of the ice melting here. That's why, because we used to fear global warming. And we feared that the ice in North Pole may melt, and then we would all under some water. A lot of landmass would disappear because they would go underwater. That was the fear agenda going on. But then now they say it has been North Pole is just melting in the summer days and becomes like this, or like if you want it to look more real, or like this, just like this is Greenland. And then because it melts in summer, of course you should expect that no bears can live there, and so they are now living just in the nearby countries which are really cold. Okay, that's the claim. But I'm not the only one remembering this. I made research on this, and people say that this is called the Mandela effect. You know, I'm sure you know. And yes, so I believe this is a Mandela effect, because I also remember there was a ice landmass on the North Pole, which was feared to be melt away because of the so-called global warming since 2000 years. No, not since 2000, but for the last 2000 years it has been melting during summer and freezing in the winter. So now I don't think there's any global warming threat anymore, because the North Pole has melted already, so there's no danger. It's always melts in summer, and people also say that. So I swear to God, when I was in elementary school and learning about geography of the world, there was always a white circlish shape at the top of the map representing the North Pole. Basically, the same as how Antarctica is marked on the maps, just smaller at the top. It was just on Google Maps for something else, but I happened to note it wasn't there, and I thought it might not be there since you can't get there by car or anything, and people don't live there. Yes, true. Yes, true. But I really remember people going exploring that area, etc. There are also videos on that people go and explore. And I searched and the claim is that Santa Claus was living there. Okay, but we know that Santa Claus is a fiction. Okay, everybody knows that. So, but what is real? Polar bears are really, really real, and they are really cute. So I looked, where do polar bears live? Polar bears live in the Arctic, which is the region that surrounds North Pole. They spend much of their time on sheets of Arctic ice. Interesting, which melts in summer. The Arctic Circle designates the latitude above the sun does not rise during the winter solstice and does not set during summer solstice. The sun rises and sets once a year at the North Pole, resulting in 6 months of constant daylight, followed by 6 light months of constant night. Okay, polar bears roam the ice sheets and swim in the Arctic coastal waters. They have large front paws that are slightly webbed, etc., etc. And there are lots of information on polar bears here. And another article from actually the same reference website. Polar bears live in the Arctic because they are well suited to thrive in freezing temperatures. Polar bears are insulated by an ample layer of fat and a double layer of thick white fur that camouflages them from being detected by predators and prey. The free feet of polar bear have a network of pumps that gives the animal traction on ice and snow. And here is another cute polar bear. Okay, so they are polar bears because they used to live in the poles. But right now, we know that the poles melt during summer, which is when it's daytime and there are a lot of pictures. Okay, so they say that they live in countries that ring Arctic Circle like Canada, Russia, or Alaska, Greenland, and Norway. Okay, they claim this, but it doesn't look like accurate to me. I believe they used to live really near North Pole, near the Arctic. And I found another documentary about, you can watch it on YouTube here. You see National Geographic documentary, Polar Bears, Wildlife Animals. The polar bear is a bear whose native range lies largely within the Arctic Circle, encompassing the Arctic Ocean, its surrounding seas, and surrounding land masses. Okay. Really cool, I think. I'm now going to leave you with the cute polar bear photos, and see you in the next video. This video's purpose was to show that, okay, there is no North Pole right now. I mean, there is North Pole, but only in the winter, and in summer it goes away. And Santa Claus is not a good assumption, or is not a good claim on this, but polar bears is really a good claim. So we should research more on this, and see you on the next video. And by the way, this is a meme I've created. In reality, polar bears do not live on poles with this funny guy. I like memes, and I will create them for you in my videos. And here we see a cute polar bear, but in the meantime I want to open a background music. I hope it won't just be about some copywriting, etc., because I will just use piano version and I will speak on it, so I don't know. I will learn these things. Here you see polar bears. They are really cute. But they don't live on the pole, North Pole anymore, nor South Pole. Of course, we know it's South Pole or it's South Circle. There only lives penguins. Okay, thank you and see you later.